to get real.
The impeachment drama, it's growing big time. Plus, the FBI is on the hunt for Capitol rioters. And the city of Las Vegas remembers Sheldon Adelson. I'm Michelle Mortensen, and this is what you need to know right now, this Tuesday, January the 12th, 2021. As you know, the House of Representatives is considering articles of impeachment to impeach President Trump with just 8 days left in his presidency. The big news today, though, is that now more Republicans are coming forward saying they support this impeachment. Most notably, Representative Liz Cheney, Representative Adam Kinzinger, and Representative John Katko. However, the biggest name of all possibly considering impeachment might just be Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell.
That is shocking.
It's alleged McConnell is furious and done with Trump. He's allegedly told some people in his inner circle that he thinks it's a good idea to impeach the president because the GOP would be rid of him and his supporters for good.
That's savage.
Of course, all of this impeachment discussion stems from the events of January 6th, the day of the Capitol Hill riots. And the FBI finally spoke up today and said that they have opened more than 160 cases since the riot began, and that they are on the hunt for anyone who was involved in the riot, and that they will find each and every single one of them.
We always get our man.
Meanwhile, the effects of the Capitol Hill riots are now being felt by certain members of Donald Trump's cabinet and the Senate. Get this, there are certain members in Congress who want Senators Ted Cruz and Josh Hawley to be listed as terrorists and put on the no-fly lists. This is literally happening. And Forbes magazine came out with an article stating that everyone who's worked with the Trump presidency, whether that be Sean Spicer, Sarah Huckabee, or Kayleigh McEnany, just to name a few, should never be employed by any other business again. That's right. They're trying to blackball people now who worked for the Trump administration. You got to ask, is this who we are as a nation now?
I'm afraid it is, yes.
Meanwhile, President Trump saying today to reporters that he bears no blame for the events that unfolded on January 6th. He made those comments on his way to Alamo, Texas.
The Alamo.
No, not that Alamo, Texas, where they've been building the border wall. He went there to see some of the construction of the wall that he has fought for these past 4 years. While there, he said that the border wall has saved countless lives and saved taxpayers billions of dollars. Right now, roughly about 452 miles of the border wall exists, but it's not clear if any more of the border wall will be built once he's no longer president. Of course, President-elect Joe Biden has said he doesn't want the wall to be built and will stop construction. He's also promised to reverse all of President Trump's immigration policies.
All of them? All of them.
In COVID news, a high-profile Dem is doing an about-face.
We simply cannot stay closed until the vaccine hits critical mass. The cost is too high.
You were just listening to Governor Andrew Cuomo of New York saying, hey, can't do these lockdowns anymore. This comment really raised a lot of eyebrows last night at the state of the state. Why? Well, of course, Governor Cuomo has been behind all of the lockdowns for about the last 10 months in the great state of New York, really destroying countless businesses from restaurants, gyms, all sorts of businesses. And people have been leaving New York in droves. It just seemed a little ridiculous that here 10 months later, now he thinks we can't do the lockdowns. None of that scientific proof that proved that indoor dining had nothing to do with COVID cases. It's true. There's scientific data. They found that only 1.43% of cases were related to dining in the great state of New York. Yet thousands, I'm saying literally thousands of deaths can be attributed to Governor Cuomo's decision to put COVID patients in nursing homes. Yet we're going to give this guy an Emmy for his press conferences where he repeatedly calls reporters stupid and where he wrote a book touting his own COVID plan for the state, which has truly been an abysmal failure. He also did an about face on vaccines after thousands of doses of vaccines in New York were thrown away because they weren't handled correctly and because he made it so very difficult for really anyone to get the vaccine. What is this all about? Well, it's about political theater and control. Here's the real deal. Governor Andrew Cuomo admitted it last night. He's got a deficit of more than $15 billion in his state. He needs a bailout big time, and he needs people to get back to work. That's why he's making the change. It's also pretty convenient that in about 8 days, there's going to be a new president, one who is already signaling he's looking at a multi-trillion-dollar bailout, not just for businesses and states, but of course for people as well. So Cuomo and people like Governor Newsom may be getting exactly what they've been hoping for the whole time: lock down their states, ruin people's livelihoods, but getting a big bailout in the end.
Stupid politicians.
Also tonight, Las Vegas is remembering casino mogul Sheldon Adelson. He passed away last night. So many people know Sheldon Adelson as a casino mogul, as a patriot, as an advocate for Israel. But here in Las Vegas, he was so much more. In 1999, he constructed the Venetian Hotel, which has employed literally hundreds of thousands of Las Vegans. He is being remembered tonight by those who loved him and, of course, by the city of Las Vegas. He was 87 years old. And with all this heavy news, I thought we could end tonight with a little good news, especially if you love some cookies.
Cookie! Nom, nom, nom.
It's almost Girl Scout cookie season. And this year, you can actually order your favorite Girl Scout cookies online and get them delivered right to your house through Grubhub.
I love that.
This is actually pretty cool. Starting February 1st, you can go to the Girl Scout cookie website, type in your zip code, and find out if Grubhub will deliver directly to you. That means you can get all the Thin Mints, Samoas, Caramel Delights, Tagalongs, whatever you love, as often as you want, with literally no shame. Just remember this.
Moment on the lips, forever on the hips.
And with that, that's everything you need to know right now. Remember, you can always get the news you want the way you want it, without the crap and a little bit of fun, every single Monday through Thursday, right here around 6:30 p.m. Pacific. I'm Michelle Mortensen. Have a fantastic night.